Remember, Om Birla has been re-elected as the Lok Sabha Speaker, but politics continues unabated. We're picking up from sources in the TMC that the BJP did not allow the division of votes for the Lok Sabha Speaker's election. The BJP bulldozed the Speaker's election is the sentiment within the TMC. Also, they are going on to opine that many MPs from INDI bloc asked for the division, but it was blatantly refused. So that's the big news coming in from the TMC camp. As per sources, which in a sense they're trying to indicate that the NDA perhaps did not have the numbers. An attempt to bulldoze the Speaker's election was witnessed in the Parliament. Many MPs from INDI bloc asked for the same, but it was blatantly refused. So that in a sense indicating that the pro tem Speaker ignored the opposition, did not allow the division of votes for the Lok Sabha Speaker's election. Now, we do know, if we go by the number game though, to put this factually out for everyone, remember the NDA had a clear edge over its rival, over the opposition, with 293 MPs by its side. Let me go across to Pallavi joining us with more details. It was a 293 versus a 233. Where is this allegation coming from really then, Pallavi?
Yes, absolutely. But you know, we can understand what is now happening. The opposition parties are going to relentlessly keep on questioning the government, and they'll keep on making the point that the BJP is not as emboldened as it was in its last term. And we were watching a sequence of events, as you must have all noticed. Once the the proposals and motions were done away with, it was put to vote, and by voice vote, an overwhelming majority, Om Birla was elected as the Speaker. It was at that point of time that from the opposition benches, the demand came in that there should be a voting by slip, which means that there should be a paper voting which should take place. That was rejected by the then pro tem Speaker on the grounds that the time for this is over because he has already been elected unanimously. So what is it that TMC sources are telling and trying to do? To try and create a doubt, to try and make the point that everything that this government is doing is also doing as ultra wires or not in sync with what is the procedure, and therefore they cannot be trusted.
And much of what's been happening since yesterday, Pallavi, has really been about optics. It's really been about the messaging that's coming in from the opposition end, and this is in line with the same narrative.
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, for example, the pro tem Speaker, the first hangama happened about that, saying that this is something which should have gone to a senior most leader. It should have gone to K. Suresh. It was scotched by the BJP. The second demand was a condition that they laid that we will not put up a contest against Om Birla only if you promise us a deputy speaker. That certainly didn't seem agreeable to the BJP. And in fact, if you go in from many of the statements, Christine, which is coming in from many of the BJP leaders, the indication certainly seems to be that even the deputy speaker's position, if that is appointed this time round, if it is a contest, the numbers are again stacked in favor of the NDA, and they are no way going to give it easily to the opposition party. And that's again something which the opposition will, make a noise about. And, I think it's just begun. If you listen to all the speeches which have been made by the opposition leaders like Akhilesh Yadav, Supriya Sule, Rahul Gandhi, they kept on talking about the fact that while Om Birla's tenure is important for the kind of bills which were passed, but it also will be remembered for the fact that a record number of MPs from the opposition were suspended, and all of them said, we hope you don't do this again. So the start begins with a reminder to Om Birla that don't do what you did the last time round, also with the insinuation that he did what the BJP wanted him to do.